Hello guys, I am super excited to be bringing you this video. So if you're a big indie lover, you'll know that Glaminatrix have brought a couple of palettes out. I'm going to show you them and I'm going to show you then my dupe because I've duped it or tried to as much as I can with the eyeshadows that are in my collection. So picture this, it was April Fool's and Glaminatrix brought this out. Or they did a mock-up of it, Tones of Turd, and they didn't intentionally want to bring it out, but everyone was saying, oh, bring it out, bring it out. That's the packaging there. So that's the packaging there. I am going to put these, what I'm talking about, I am going to put pictures of them so you can see them a bit closer. So there's Tones of Turd and then there's also Grounded. So that's what they look like. Same colour story for both. I'll show you the Grounded one in a minute. That's the colour story there, which there are a lot of beautiful shades in there. Right, so let me go to the Grounded one now. So if I was getting this palette, guys, I would be getting the Grounded one. I don't want to be talking about the Tones of Turd on my channel. I mean, if I didn't have a channel, I'd think it was quite hilarious getting the Tones of Turd one, I think. But yeah, we've got to be serious over here. So this is the Grounded one. Can't really see it because of the reflection. Again, I will put the pictures on. I really like the packaging of this one a little bit more as well. As you can see, same palette. And then the swatches here are the same as well. I can't see though the shade names, which is unfortunate. Oh wait. Yeah, I can. The shade names are here. So we can go through the shade names and I can show you mine. So let me just show you a mock-up of mine and then we'll swatch it. So mine's in this Lorac palette here. I mean, it's not going to be exact. I'm just trying to get the similar vibes. And some of these shades, like to me, are a little bit more special. So, right, the only one that I can recall when I was going through this, I did this last night. I needed a white matte, and how on earth can I not have a white matte in my entire eyeshadow collection? I'm sure one of my Colourpops have come with a white matte before now, but I don't know where it is. So it's a bit of a mishmash of things. We've got, these two are from the Yucca. This one's from the Colourpop, Fading to Hue. This one is from my Yucca palette. So I really didn't want to destroy the Yucca palette because it's new. I only got it at Christmas. I only took a couple of shades out. I think this one was from the Yucca palette as well. This one was from my Alice in Wonderland that I made not so long ago and did some looks with it, like my own version of Alice in Wonderland. I think that one might have come from, where's it come from? I'm not entirely sure, but another Colourpop palette. Then these, some of them are Glaminatrix. I think this one is, this one and this one. This one's Pastel Roses and this one's Luxie. I don't think this is like the one in the Glaminatrix palette, but it was as close as I could get. I don't like that the square and round pans. That's the only thing when you're duping your own palette. You need to just use what you've got, right? So yeah, we're gonna start swatching, guys. So I'm gonna go from top, then middle. I mean, those shades there are absolutely beautiful. The only thing I don't like with Glaminatrix, I don't know if they do this on all the palettes. I've never actually noticed. I need to go and look at my other palettes from them. I don't like it when they only put like 5 shades in. I mean, it's a £15 palette, right? Why only give us 5 shades? You could have at least give us 7. So we're kind of getting like half shimmer and half matte. Well, more than half matte. So anyway, let's get into it. So like I said, I'll start here first. Right, I'm gonna go in on my other phone and basically tell you what shades mine correlate to in the Glaminatrix ones. And then when I'm actually showing you the shades, when I'm editing this video back, so I'll cut the square out of that and I'll put that up, so just to show you. But just know that white that I'm going to show you is supposed to be matte, and I don't have a white matte. This one's come from the Frozen palette. I can't remember what shade it was. And why am I looking on the back? Because basically it doesn't. I wish Colourpop would actually put the shade names on the back. But yeah, it's coming from the Elsa. It's a white to pink. It will make a really nice inner corner. I actually prefer this than a matte, to be honest. I don't really like white matte shades. Shall turn it down a bit. It's literally like, what time is it? 4:30 in the morning. You can see that a bit better, can't you? Right, so that's that one. And the shade that correlates to is Still. So next we're going to go in with the other shade. I think this one's come from Yucca. And oh, they're so smooth. Like the Natasha Denona eyeshadows, you can tell the difference. When you are using different eyeshadows in the palette, like from Colourpop, you can tell the difference between Colourpop and obviously Natasha Denona. And you'd expect to, right? So that's that shade there. And that correlates to, I hope I've got enough memory on this phone, Anchored. And then we've got this green shade. This one is from the Chrome palette. And just remember, guys, it's not an exact, it's similar vibes is what I'm going for. And I can't wait to do a live with it. I really can't. Yeah, you can tell why the other palette is called Tones of ... because they're starting to get a bit murky, aren't they? Right, so that one, Steady, in the Grounded palette. So then we're going to go in with this one. This one is from the Chrome as well. Oh, so smooth. They just blend out themselves. So that's that one there. And that one is Present. And then there's a dark brown shade, which then we're going from. So we've had one round pan, which is from the Elsa palette. And then we've had 3 square pans, which are from the Yucca and the Chrome palette by Natasha Denona. And then we're back on Colourpop, which is another round pan. So dark brown. So that's that one there. I'm going to try and get the arm for you. It's just, I'm rubbish at doing it like that. So this is why I'm doing it like that. So I apologise about that. So that's the 5 on the top row. So now we're going to go into these special shades. And I should be able to tell you the shade names. Okay, so mine start off with Glaminatrix Cosmetics in Majestic. So Lisa got me these. I need to remember to tag Lisa into this video. There was another video where I was talking about her yesterday on the YSL Black Opium. And I forgot to tag her in it, so I need to go back and tag her there as well. Lisa doesn't have a channel anymore. I mean, her channel's still up, but she doesn't have a channel. But she might want to go and watch this video. So this one's Majestic. Super soft. Really pretty. It's quite sheer. I didn't think it was that sheer. But that's pretty. So what would be the one in the Grounded palette? It does look very similar. You can see it's this one here. And that one's called Hall. Right, and then this one's quite yellow toned, yellow green toned. Now I don't know, obviously I know how they shift, but I wanted to bring this one in. Lisa bought me this one as well. It's one of those, I think they're called iridescents. So this one is from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. IG1, I think it's called. It's just so stinking pretty. It kind of shifts orange. And I've not used these in ages, so I thought I would bring it. I mean, I had other shades to bring, but I mean, look at that. I don't know if I'm making mine better. I always like to think I am, so I don't have to rush out and buy it. But it's like I said to my mum, I said I've done a dupe of it. I showed her the palette, and I said if I really like it that much, I don't think this is limited edition. If it is, I'm just going to have to suck it up, aren't I? At the moment, I can't afford to spend £57 on an eyeshadow palette. I'm not working. I don't have the money. It's a struggle to even get by. I just have to look at a colour story that might interest me and, yeah, see what I can do. And then we've got like a green one. I'm sure it's like a green to blue shift. Yeah, it is here. This one here. And that's why I pulled the pastel roses in. They look completely different, just like they're sat in the palette. So I pulled this one in. It's getting old now. It's a multi-chrome and it's called Hypnosis. It's getting dry as well. I mean, that's probably not an exact dupe, but let's put this here so I can show you. Oh, it's very green. I think it would be actually. I think it would be quite close. So, what's that one called? Solid. Then there's a red one in. And this one is the closest I've got in my collection because I don't do those kind of shades. And that's from Glaminatrix. Lisa sent me that as well. I think she sent me that, or these 3 shades, when she sent me my first Glaminatrix palette, just to try the brand. It looks very, very similar to the one that's in the Grounded palette and the Tones of ... This one's called Sparks. This one, I'm not joking, guys, I think this might be a multi-chrome. Lisa, correct me if I'm wrong, or Eden, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong. It just glides, and I mean glides. It is super, super. We'll do it here. I'll show you. But then we'll do it from here on my wrist, and I'll show you how much it glides. Look at that. Now, that's not normally the kind of eyeshadow I like to use, but I'll probably use that one first. And then we've got one more left of the special shimmer shades. And this one is from Luxie. This one is called Nectar. Oh, I didn't tell you what shade that would correlate to, so sorry about that. Calm. So that one's that red there, and it would correlate to Calm. And then the next one I'm going to swatch. This one's marbled. So that one there. This one that I'm going to swatch now, I think it's Nectar by Luxie, is going to correlate to Secure. This one is not really a multi-chrome of any description, but it is very shiny and I like it. It would really look nice on the inner corner. My goodness, guys. So I'm really, really liking the shimmers. I like the entire palette that I've created this far. So now we've got the bottom row to do. So we're going to go in with this shade, which is the lightest brown in the palette from Colourpop. I don't know what shade. Do not ask me, guys. It's probably come from Going Coconuts or something like that. I'm glad. It's a really, really nice transition shade. I don't know if I'll be using this tonight, actually, because I'm going to go live tonight. I've not gone live now in a couple of days. I woke up the other day and I thought I had conjunctivitis. That's that one, which will correlate to... Oh, come on, Grounded. It's gone away. Now I can't see it because I'm zoomed in too much. I don't know if it's clarity. So that's that one. And then this one, I don't think this is the right shade, but it's as close as I could get. It's from Fade into Hue, Colourpop. It's just like, to me, it's like a yellow. It's not like a mustard. I don't have too many mustard shades, at least I don't think so. So that's that one there. Yeah, that one would correlate to Trust. That one there. Then Patience. Patience would be the green one. So this is another Colourpop one. Again, I don't know where it's come from. Looking at it, I don't know if I'd go out and buy this colour story in a palette, but I'm glad that I've managed to create a similar vibe just looking at it, because some of these shades I know I wouldn't use. Right, so the next one, now I've got kind of like a purple plummy leaning one, and what does it look like in the Grounded palette? I don't think it's quite that. I think it's more red toned. Yeah, it's definitely more red toned. I don't have anything like that in my collection because it's not a shade that I would use. So can you see how that's more red and mine's more plummy? It doesn't matter. I'll probably just use it as kind of for the lash line or the outer V. So that would be Grounded. So that's kind of the focus of the palette. Like I said, you know, it's not meant to be exact. It's meant to like just give me similar vibes. So did this with the Yucca palette way before I even got it, just because I didn't know if I was going to use it, and I used it heaps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find that video, and I'm going to put it somewhere around here so you can go and check it out if you want to. I'm always duping the vibes of things. If I can't afford to buy it, I will dupe it. I think I've actually got a series, if I can dupe it, I won't buy it. So something like that on the channel. And then the last shade is this one here. I think this one is also from the new Yucca palette. How rude my camera cut me off. Anyway, we're nearly done now. So we swatched the darkest brown. I've got a feeling it's called Flax from the Yucca palette. That name rings a bell to me. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. If you've got it, you can check. So this one, now it looks black in the palette, but then you look at it and, I mean, that one looks black. But then you look at the swatches. Let's try and quickly show you before my camera cuts off again. It's this one here. It certainly looks darker than what I've got going on here, and I've already got quite a dark brown in, so I don't know, I might change it to a black. But it doesn't look like, if you look at it, it doesn't look black. It just looks really, really dark brown. But anyway, I'm happy with the colour story. Let me show you. So the swatches aren't great. I told you I'm crap at swatching. Yeah, they're really, really nice. I like this one for in a corner. I could even put some different like shimmers in here, and like just because I've got room at the bottom, and use them. But this is what I've created going off the Glaminatrix Grounded Palette. Let me know if you bought it. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. This is what it looks like. And yeah, you'll be seeing some looks with it really, really soon. Probably not tomorrow though. I want to get this video edited and up on the channel. I'll probably use the Retro Glam by Natasha Denona tomorrow because people have been asking for that one. I don't know if it caught what I was saying. So what I was wondering is, when you see an eyeshadow palette, if you like the colour story, do you build your own palette like I just have, or would you go out and buy it? Like I said, finances don't allow me to do that at the moment, but I'm really, really happy with what I've created here. And you will be seeing me using it, maybe doing 5 looks because there's 5 shimmers. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's massively appreciated. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.